From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Chargers take over first down at their own 20-yard line.
Love going to throw right away. He'll buy some time right. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing. Love. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. David Montgomery, he has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Chargers are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
on the draw, Corum. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 46-yard line.
53, ready, and middle.
Now Stafford. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. Second and a couple. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way.
Remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills. And, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
And he fires one incomplete. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And he is caught. And they work this well outfield across the 45. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
They'll run here with Corum. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Rams nothing.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they come up now, second and goal.
Hey, 5-0. Set. Hey, 54. Hey, 22. Tonight.
He'll try again. And not a whole lot there as he'll get him down at about the 2. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Love. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On play action. Love to throw. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Ladd McConkey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Corum to begin the drive. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Again, it's Corum. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Anytime you hear the term an explosive run, most teams I know define that as any run over 10 yards, and they got that and more. How about a lot of credit for the big guys up front? That offensive line firing out, creating plenty of space, and a big run ensued.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Corum now on 1st and 10. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And the Rams at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Puka Nacua, 26 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. this one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Throwing is Stafford. This is intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 41. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To throw now. Here's Love. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
They just gave up a sack there, if I'm not mistaken. They gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
This is caught inside the 15. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. Here's Guerrero on first down. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now Love. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. A huge win defensively there on the sack, setting him back 12 yards. And now 3rd and goal. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 15 now after the sack. It's 3rd and goal. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And this one is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead.
Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to let it go again. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A. Puka Nacua in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Final play of the half, Love. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Back to throw, Stafford. Going for the deep ball.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Here comes the Rams punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Rolling to his right. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Now a give running left with Montgomery.
Byron Young there on the stop. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Love looking to throw it. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Chargers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that gives him a 3-point lead.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Stafford. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford.
And the Rams have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. Love from the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. Off the play fake, Love.
Open man right side, that's McConkey.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. 30 yards.
And the Chargers have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point try now from Dicker.
And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Chargers 31, Rams 28. Cameron Dicker for the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren.
59.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
Stafford going to give this one to Corum.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Stay 50.
Here's Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Double right. Set. 32.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
32.
Out of the gun, they give it to Corum. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They run once more with Corum.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the first down on that one?
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Inside the 10. Touchdown, LA. Puka Nacua, his third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They begin on the ground with Galindo. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together.
Well, look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
He finds Lynch. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Up the middle, here's Corum. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in the tight one. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Play fake. Here's Love. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it
some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He's going to go up top again. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Rams are in great shape here